David Schwartz tweeting out, "This makes me angry." And you know what? He has reason to be angry in response to this letter by Elizabeth Warren. We see the following. Warren accuses ex-defense leaders of stonewalling terror financing crackdown. And what she's saying is, we look at these crypto companies and they keep hiring people from government and regulators and defense, and they're trying to give themselves the illusion of compliance as a legitimate business. And the reality is this. Why are they doing this? Why do they have to hire these individuals? Well, because the government will not make clear laws. We saw with Ripple, much of their defense team used to work at the SEC. They knew how to in court combat, everything the SEC was throwing at them, and it worked to a great level. They were able to get a massive victory in court. Now, trust you me, Ripple would rather have the government just make clear laws rather than to spend $200 million hiring SEC reptilians to come over and defend them. It's just common sense. She is complaining about the very problem she is creating. And she's going to run into a big problem here because what do we see? Crypto leaders build colossal 78 million war chests for 2024. They are going to make it rain on pro-crypto candidates. And that's bad news for relics like Elizabeth Warren. Their time is coming to an end. Now, I'll tell you this. If Ripple on their own can spend $200 million defending themselves, I think that this war chest should be even bigger. Now, maybe they don't do it because of appearances, but, I don't know. With all the monsters within crypto, I think that number should be a heck of a lot bigger than that. And it would save you hundreds of millions of dollars down the line. And with clear laws, we could really go out and do some good work. So, this is the biggest hypocrite out there, this Elizabeth Warren. And, once the money starts flowing in from cryptocurrencies, she'll probably pivot and then be pro-crypto at some point in time if she lasts that long. We'll have to see it play out. But, right now she is puppet for the banks in traditional finance, and they have no choice. They see the writing on the wall. We see what they're doing. They're starting to integrate cryptocurrencies into their businesses, and that will continue to happen. Now, we're seeing this report just in. Galaxy Digital CEO, spot Bitcoin ETF applicant says, we are going to get this ETF before January 10th. And if I had to guess, he's looking at the same thing we have been. That Moo Lambo said the other day, this ain't like the past. They are meeting on a regular basis to fine-tune this thing. It sure seems like we are close, and we are going to get it across the finish line. I just caution everyone. I know, they're saying Galaxy Digital is going to get done, but you just don't know until it happens. Who knows what the SEC is thinking? And again, I could still see them running into a problem with custody. And if the SEC broached that subject, they really would be correct because there should be some segregation there. And I don't know if they can get that fixed before the deadline here for this round. No big deal. Your BlackRocks, your Fidelities, they're going to get it done. Looking incredibly bullish. Just don't take anything as written in stone until it actually happens, other than the fact that we are going to get it, and it's very likely it will happen before the end of 2024, if not in January. We see Coinbase finds in their report a large portion of NFT activity has shifted to Bitcoin ordinals. Isn't that interesting? There's a test net is what they're saying. We'll have to see if this continues. I know a lot of people within Bitcoin were anti-ordinals. They didn't want it on the blockchain. It was a waste. But as of now, it's a popular feature. And I think with a permissionless blockchain, if people want to use the blockchain for that purpose and it doesn't create a security problem, I think we should let them do it. Now, it might drive the fees up, but if that's what people want to use the blockchain for and they're willing to pay those fees, that's kind of an open market, isn't it? We'll have to continue to see this develop if Bitcoin ordinals continue to dominate. I suspect as we hit the bull run and things get really congested both on Bitcoin and Ethereum, we will see some of that activity spilling over into some of the other blockchains. What do you know? XRP, the ledger, now has NFTs, and you have a lot of great chains out there, Polkadot, Cardano, Solana, a lot of them. And I think it'll spill over and we'll see some demand there, as well as gaming and, other novel activity there. The last thing we see here, Charles Hoskinson saying the following, I can't help but watch with glee as all the concerns floating around that Cardano's blocks being too full. I recall the ghost chain narrative for years, the no use in utility, suddenly we're too busy. Good problem to have. This is one of those blockchains. I was negative on in the past, and for good reason. They didn't have smart contracts. They didn't have this infrastructure, built out. But people like Nick Black told us it's coming. They are doing great work. This is a leader in the blockchain space, and it's played out that way. They're really doing amazing work, and I like their roadmap and the fact that they are thinking about long-term how to scale this blockchain. And I think that's going to pay massive dividends as we move forward. Funny to see it flip from a ghost chain to too busy. They're ready. They're going to handle this. This sucker is built for scaling, and it's good to see them have some success there, even if Charles still has me blocked. I wish he would unblock me. Telling you not going to give him any more hassle going forward. Maybe, hit him up on Twitter and ask him, please unblock Jungle Inc. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.